Lindsey Graham was on the Fox News show Outnumbered, which I always find to be a fantastic title for a Fox News show because every show is from the perspective of a man. The show Outnumbered is all about how a bunch of women outnumber one man on the couch. But regardless, Lindsey Graham was on the show and joked about genocide. Or maybe he was serious. So you be the judge.
The arbitrary resistance of the president doesn't really get us anywhere. These are critical issues in Iran and North Korea. We can't just have a hawkish kill-em-all approach. There has to be something more nuanced, diplomatic, tough when it needs to be,
right.
But it can also be unified. You're absolutely right. There needs to be a unified American.
Don't underrate killing them all. That gets everybody's attention.
I don't know.
But now, look, maybe he was joking, but I feel like genocide is not something that a sitting senator should be joking about. And I'm going to get to a video, another video of Lindsey Graham to show that this has been a running theme with him, and he might not actually be joking. But look, this is the kind of statement that they accuse the other side of saying. Oh, the Iranians, they're all about death to America. But the reality is even the Ayatollah has more nuance in that statement than Lindsey Graham does. So in 2015, the Ayatollah tweeted out this: "Down with US slogan does not mean death to the American nation." And then he goes on to explain how the slogan means death to American policies, death to arrogance, not death to the people. So here we have Lindsey Graham being more extreme than the Ayatollah is, even though he would say that, no, they want to kill us. They want to get rid of us. But you do. That's what you're doing. So you can't accuse the other side of doing that when you yourself are doing that. Just because you're American doesn't make you more superior in that discussion. It makes you just as bad, or in fact worse, because you don't have the nuance that has been explained by the Ayatollah. Now, look, if you don't want to believe the Ayatollah and you think, no, Iranians actually want to kill Americans, fine. But Lindsey Graham, again, is a sitting senator. So he's in a position where he should be taking the high road on this. He should be talking about policy that wouldn't be killing thousands or millions of civilians. But he's openly discussing this like it's, like it's one of the options. So to get to a video of Lindsey Graham showing you that I don't think he's really joking about this, here's what he said about North Korea.
If the U.S. were to launch a preemptive strike, we'd be at war in the Korean Peninsula, correct?
It'd be terrible, but the war would be over here. It wouldn't be here. It'd be bad for the Korean Peninsula. It'd be bad for China. It'd be bad for Japan. It'd be bad for South Korea. It'd be the end of North Korea, but what it would not do is hit America. And the only way it could ever come to America is with a missile, and we're not going to let that happen, I hope.
So here we have Lindsey Graham openly advocating for a preemptive strike because, oh, well, yeah, sure, the Koreans will die, all those civilians will die, the Japanese might die, but you know what? At least American civilians won't get hurt. Their lives are less important, but American civilians are more important, so we should preemptive strike. We should start a war over there. We should strike them first because at least it won't hit America first. Now, if he said this one time, you could chalk it up to a joke and say, oh, he's just being Lindsey Graham, just being a crazy guy. He's now talked about genocide multiple times, openly advocating for this sort of action, preemptive strikes, killing civilians, all in the name of American interests. This is the problem that a lot of people around the world have with America. This idea of American exceptionalism, that, oh, American lives are more important. Yeah, sure, we might kill you, we might destroy your nation, but you know what? At least America is safe. And you wonder why people all over the world hate America. It's because of this approach of not giving a shit about anybody but yourself. Now, I'm not putting this on, American civilians or Americans in general, but the people in charge. People like Lindsey Graham, who's a sitting senator, he should know better. He should not be talking like this. Now, again, if it's some random dude talking about, oh, wouldn't it be funny if we killed those guys over there? I'm not going to freak out because I don't care about you. But when it's Lindsey Graham, who's somebody that is in a position of power, that could push for something like this is dangerous speak. And it shows you that he doesn't value human life. He really has this twisted worldview where American lives are somehow more important than other lives around the world. And the reality is they're not. We're all just humans. Hey, if you like this video, hit that subscribe button below and consider throwing me a few bucks on Patreon at patreon.com/therationalnational or therationalnational.com/join.